Hello friends, this is Scott. We're back down at the homestead. And this video is to kind of catch you up on the other little projects that I've been completing that didn't quite warrant an individual video themselves, or like the chicken coop here. I'm not a builder, so yeah, I would have been more swearing in it than anything else. And there's nothing more frustrating than trying to build a project when you do not have a shop set up and you don't know where your tools are, and it's just it wasn't a good day. That was a grouchy day when I finished this coop up, but it's ready. And I still got to decide what I'm going to do with it, but I think I'm just going to get some pullets and put them in here and raise them up. If I put my birds that are getting picked on in here, for a while to give them a break, they're just going to get bullied worse when they go back. So, yeah, I don't know yet what I'm going to do at that point. But, yeah, new chickens are coming, and I've got to get going on that. I don't have enough eggs. Well, that was my first of my daylilies that popped up, of the ones that I transplanted way too late to be healthy, but they're living, and over the next few days, I had quite a few daylilies popping back up. But I got tired of looking at this weedy mess. I just throwing those wall block down that I'm using for edging, and I hadn't put them in the ground. But I spent, a good 3 hours, I think it was, to get this done. So that was nice. I got that weeded out a little bit. So again, in between projects, major projects and planting, I did get some other things done. And the three main things was the coop, this planting bed, and then I'm working on my pond. And this is just clay, crappy soil. It's just on the base of the big pile of dirt. And a lot of that material I'm taking to Salt Lake to, again, fill in the trampoline pit, as well as to build up my flagstone pathways. But to be able to scrape this stuff out, I just have to water it in good. And just like when I dig fence posts, I have to use a lot of water, let it soak in, and then just scrape out what I can. And then, then re-soak it again, scrape out what I can. But, what I'm doing is I'm putting in that 560-gallon, animal trough, and I'm doing a hard shell because we do have gophers here, and I don't want to just put just a regular pond liner in and then have a gopher, dig a hole in it. So I'm probably going to get some pond liner and cover up the greenness of of that big trough. But yeah, I'm gonna, I want it to be black. I want it to look good like that. But I'm going to use a hard shell just to keep the gophers at bay. And I'll be able to drain water out of this pond and use it to either clean it or use it as liquid fertilizer too. But other things I did was I was able to get out into the pasture and get some manures. I think I got one or two wheelbarrows, I can't remember, but not a lot. And I'm still working on the base of this wall, and I've got it compacted pretty good, so it's nice and sturdy. But now I need to create the planting bed portion. I did put the herbs on the side where the camera is, closest in this shot. But I'm going to, be planting some other things along here, and probably maybe blueberries, maybe something else. I don't know, maybe flowers, maybe just all herbs. We'll see. But I got to keep on working on this too when I get an opportunity. And I hadn't fixed my compost screen up to this point, so I haven't screened any more dirt. But that'll be, now that I got that fixed that you saw in a previous video, I'll be back at the big pile of dirt screening, and because there is some, there's some decent soil in there mixed in with all the clay and rocks and that garbage. But yeah, this is fresher manures, but I'm not planning on growing anything here in the near future. So it's not a big deal. I just need to get this fertility started, and we will go from there. And I will be bringing in other soils. And again, from the big pile of dirt, I'll screen it. And if it's decent, I'll bring it over here. If it's not, I'll just I'll be buying more soils and bringing in another truckload probably. But we'll see. But it's filling up, and it's getting to the point where, I can start filling in some topsoils. If I do put blueberries in here, it needs to be acidic soil, and our soil in Utah is not acidic enough for blueberries, so I'll need to bring in some peat moss and some other things to help, drop that pH. But yeah, it's going to be a nice little planting bed also. Now, looking at the garden, as things are doing well, as you see, the garlic on the right is nice and tall, and I wanted to show you the onions. I haven't shown you much of that lately. They're both bulbing up, so we should have hopefully some decent onions this year. We shall see, but they're not quite ready. I mean, you can pick them at any stage and eat them, but I want storage onions at this point, so I want them big. And then what I do is I cut them up and I freeze them, and they're easy to cook with. But the garlic in Salt Lake would be pulled out by now, but it's getting brown tips, so I think in the next week we'll be pulling all that garlic. So I haven't checked on it, so I don't know how well it's grown, but it's been growing there for years, and it's always great garlic. So. Again, another look at another bulb, and they're going to get some size, I think, this year. Fingers crossed. but they'd be tasty at this point too. I might pull a few and have them with some onions or eggs and onions. So my peas are about ready. This is a different variety of sweet pea that I haven't grown before, and they're kind of a different shell. You can really see the pea development as they're growing. So they're a week away probably from being ready to pick, and there's lots of them. So I've been eating them and prematurely, but they've got decent size on them. But yeah, I'm hoping I'll get a ton, and I can actually freeze a bag or two. That would be nice. And then share some with family, because there's nothing better than sweet peas out of the garden. Now, those beans that I weren't going to plant are from the old seed, or they've germinated well, so I should have plenty of beans too, more than I need. Now, I didn't talk about the peppers, where I put the peppers when I did my planting video, and yeah, they're looking a little yellow. I might need to get a little nitrogen for the peppers, but yeah, they're doing well. Don't look at my row though; not very straight. I don't know what that was all about, but. Yeah, they'll replace the cauliflower when that gets pulled out, and there'll be plenty of room for the peppers. Now here I have reseeded some carrots and radishes, and I'm hoping to get them to do better. So we'll see if I get a better germination. Potatoes are doing great, and they're even starting to flower, as you see here. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. And I'll just keep hilling them up, and hopefully we'll get some really nice sized potatoes. We'll see. Now I did go out. Well, that's the sweet potatoes. Yeah, I wanted to show you that they did live. So we're going to have some sweet potatoes, and there's the corn. First planting of corn, and it's come up. And I did get in here and pull some of that bindweed out, but I want the corn to get a little bit bigger, because I think I've been stepping on some of it. So I want to make sure I know where the corn is before I start walking in there much. Tomatoes are doing great. I did weed in amongst the potatoes, and I do had. One tomato on there. I think I said potato, I meant tomato. And I've still got to weed around the edges, but I'm going to do a California weave with string, and I'm going to tie those or just prop those tomatoes in the middle up. I don't want to go buy more tomato cages. They're a lot of money, and I really don't want to spend money on those tomato cages, even though they're great. We'll try the California weave, and I'll do a video on that later. But now going back, there's the raspberries, and they're getting close to being ready to go. In Salt Lake, where they've already been, fruiting up, and I've been eating raspberries. Down here, it's about a month later, and they're not quite ready. So, but looking good. I think we'll have a pretty good harvest, but you never know until you see it. But we'll see. We'll see how that all turns out. But I'm pretty pleased with that. Those raspberries were just transplanted from my Salt Lake residence, and they've done much better here than they ever did in Salt Lake. And the pumpkins, the big pumpkins I planted 3 different varieties. And again, in that bed in the front yard I'm making that I didn't get a chance to finish. But all I care about is where the root structure is. And they're in some deep soil and with manures underneath, and I'll be fertilizing, and then let the leaves run over the bare soil, and it'll be fine. But in the evening, just doing some watering, and the birds have been loving it. But the garden's looking good, and it's going to not look so good within the next couple of weeks, because a lot of that produce will be pulled. It's time to harvest. But the orchard is looking great. And again, we get lots of breezes down here, so I thought it was kind of a pretty evening to show the trees kind of bowing in the wind. But yeah, I got 3 other major or minor, whatever you want to call them, projects completed. And we can keep on marching forth and keep doing our best to make this place a homestead. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you.